Stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. 49ers. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. Juke's at a one-stop. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Purdy throwing here to start. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Works his way to the 35. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you could just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Running once more with Brooks. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to.
He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Young working from the gun. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
On third down, it's Young. Then he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, get to dime coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And they are all the way across midfield. Before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw by Purdy. This will be caught by Watkins. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Purdy throwing here on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him, and it sets up second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
This is caught by Trey Palmer. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To the air again. Purdy. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball, right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Setting up the running back screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's the Arizona rookie. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Going for it with Brooks. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. They've got it first to begin the frame. Out of the gun, Young. Caught, this is Xavier Leggett. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Connects on the crosser. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Running the toss here to Brooks. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate, that offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. So they're left facing 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Fitzgerald sends this through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Play action now with Purdy. He throws a bullet to the center. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10. That play good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
That's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they stop him just in time. He's at the 4. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. They're down to their final 1 in this half.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand at saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Now Young. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season. But for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. '49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Buying some time right. He tucks it and takes off. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers, who only need a couple on 2nd and 2. From the 34. They left him wide open. It's complete. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Purdy on 1st down. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers jump in front now by 5. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Now it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Young. Complete out to the right side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to...
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Jimmy Horn Jr., the intended target. And 4th and 4 coming up. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Gets everything he has under this throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. He was looking for Jordan Watkins that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. That's grabbed inside the 30. And somehow they've reached the end zone with me. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. Well, partner, those halftime adjustments they had planned on offense. Hold on, let me just crack it open here and throw those right out the window.
That's such a bummer. You do spend those rapid minutes in the halftime locker room getting everybody on the same page. Hey, here we go. Here's our plan. Here's our new script.
Yep.
And instead, that script, well, it's rewritten. Now the defense got.
He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the sack. He's got the hook up to Watkins. It's inside the 10. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers go up by 19. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. He's got to gain a 6 there. It's DeAndre Prince up to make that play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one. Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Young. Got a man, and Horn has it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Great decision to bounce this outside, Brock. Gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Off the play fake, it's Young. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's 3rd and short.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. That quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Got his man. This is McMillan. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Out of the gun, Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
First down, Purdy to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. He was looking Jordan Watkins' way. And now they face second down.
A small little jab there finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. Got his man. Watkins has it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to the air on second, Purdy. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was looking Jordan Watkins' way. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk, right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up. Young throwing here. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap now to Young. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the 49ers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. It took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Here's Purdy to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss, but give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating, and it's going to make it a more difficult.
Oh, no, they get him yet again! And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, we're watching a defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Young looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Young to throw it. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They're set up at the 35 now. It's Young to throw here on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Here he is on third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Teneroa McMillan that time. So that brings up fourth and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Purdy now on second and 10. Chased out to his right. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers very close to an 11th win this season. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throw left side, complete. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Purdy now on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. They're going to pass it here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He was looking Jordan Watkins' way, so that brings up 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
Throw left side, Sanders has it. Rolling into enemy territory. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Here's Dalton to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. This one misses the tight end. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Dalton. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked by Marquis Siegel. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Trujillo tacks on the extra point. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers, starting this drive 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. Well, quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?
Look at you shocking everybody. Yes, that is 5 straight after this one.
Yeah, things just got to feel different every day in that building. Playing